Hello, Jane here from Hobby Ceramicraft with the update. I missed last week. We'd had a crazy week with pottery camp. We had 43 people over on the first event and 41 people on the second event, and we were knackered by the Friday, I'm afraid. And I wasn't here. I had a day off as well. Lucky me. Went to Basingstoke Comic Con with my family because they needed me to go. Anyway. So next week is a bank holiday, so we're closed on Monday, and then I think it's Thursday we have got Colorabia container due in. That means that we'll have earthenware, clay, dry pellets, glaze, 5-gallon buckets. Not that we're out of stock of anything. We're not out of stock of glaze, but it's the standard white clay that we're out of stock of. So that will come back in. I think it's Thursday that's scheduled. That's a really heavy container, so we've got to be careful as we unload that one. What could I show? So these are things that we got painted up over pottery camp, or for pottery camp. This is Biscuit Imports £12.95 and painted differently there. That's just regular with the silk screens, and that's got matte black foundation on it, and then all the dotting with stroke and coat, no clear glaze, and just fired. And then these are all of the stroke and coat pinks, and just clear glazed, just to show the variety of stroke and coat pinks. And then if you come into the lobby, you will see all of these mushrooms, and these Katie has done using element glazes. So it's got 2 coats of element glaze all over it, and then 1 or 2 coats of a crystal glaze on the top. So this one has got element 121, and then the crystal glaze 707, which is a beautiful green, and together it does that. But just really, there's some amazing glaze combinations there. And we've got over here, we've got the tumbler. So it's got an element glaze on the bottom, and when you're using element glazes on the outside of a piece, you've got to be quite careful about what you put on the inside, because the element glazes have got a different coefficient of expansion and they can pull a piece apart. But what we've done here is we've used S2101, which is the Mako brushing glaze, and we've rolled it inside. But we've added a little bit of water with it to be able to roll it, and then we've done a silk screen design around the top there, and that's created like a band around the top that controls a bit of the stress that's going on the piece there and stops it from pulling apart. And it seems to be successful on these 3 pieces that we have here, which is quite fun. And we've got the little fairies that Rachel painted with the new stroke and coat colours, and the piano boxes that she also did. And these are fun, aren't they? These came in a stock from America. I've got more of these coming in at the end of the summer, and this is an element glaze here, element glaze here, and there where the 2 meet, you put some of the cascade glaze, and it just helps the 2 blend together. There's a project on Mako's website, you can find that, but we'll have more stock of that bisque on our, I think it's August, September container, can't remember exactly when. We've got about 5 bisque containers out at the moment, and it is it's quite challenging. There's stuff on the floor there. Choose this piece. Did I write on it? Yep. Bisque Imports 379. This is quite an exciting kiln. It is a 13 amp kiln, so it's 13 amp plug, and it will go up to stone temperature. And it's got a decent sized chamber. Now Matthew did tell me the chamber size, and my poor little brain's forgotten it. It'll be on the website. But it's quite amazing that a kiln can get up to stoneware on a 13 amp. And the reason it can is because of all this insulation. You see, you've got your brick insulation there, and you've got an extra bit of insulation there. Exciting stuff that's been happening here. We've had solar panels have been installed this week. They've nearly finished. Just got to come back next week to do some final bits, but it's quite exciting. It's quite amazing that since they were turned on, I think we've generated 100 and something kilowatts of electric. So that then makes it, we now need to figure out, we need to change our kilns from single phase electric kilns to 3-phase electric kilns so that we can use the solar panels to fire the kilns, which we need an electrician to come and help us figure that out. But yeah, it's quite exciting. So we've got lots of containers on the way. They're not quite here yet, but we will let you know. I think the first one's stocking on the 16th of June from, it's got bisque imports, 40 foot of bisque imports. And yes, we've got the Uptown mug in that. And the next 2 or 3 containers, it has got the Uptown mug on. So you don't need to, when the Uptown mug first hits, you don't have to go crazy, because there's 3 more containers that have got plenty of that item in, because that does seem to be quite a popular item at the moment. It's Friday and it's a bank holiday weekend, so if you're busy in the shop, well done, great. And if you're going to take some time out with your friends and family, have a fantastic time. Take care now, bye.